Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog, and, well, the Memphis Grizzlies are a lot worse than I thought. They are currently 0-3. I've watched pretty much every Memphis Grizzlies game over the past 3 that they've played because I was very curious to see how this team could play without Ja Morant, without Steven Adams, without Luke Kennard, and, Brandon Clark, and they're not just bad, they're really fucking bad. Like, I'm gonna be honest, they're impressively bad. When the second unit comes in, okay, if it does not have Derrick Rose or Marcus Smart out there with it, it is a fucking disaster. It's not just a disaster, it is a fucking disaster, okay? Jake LaRavia, it seems like he sucks at defense. I'm going to be honest, their offense looks like it has no purpose when the second unit is out there. The Grizzlies are committing about 20 turnovers a game at the current point in time. That's a lot, okay? And a vast majority of them are by the second unit. And I really don't know how far this team can go with just Jaren Jackson Jr. and Desmond Bane leading the charge for them. If I'm the GM or the owner of the Memphis Grizzlies right now, I'm relatively pissed at Ja Morant. Okay, like the reason is, okay, if I'm being honest, I don't think the Memphis Grizzlies are going to win very many games over the next 25 games until Ja Morant comes back. Steven Adams is out for the season. Brandon Clark is probably out for the season. Luke Kennard coming back would be, a help to them. But their only objective is to not be completely fucking terrible until Ja Morant comes back. Like, they have to, win a couple games. But I feel like even if Ja Morant comes back, like, this team, I feel like the damage is going to be done by the time Ja Morant comes back. I just have a feeling they're not going to be able to salvage their win-loss record. Like, they played it's crazy because they played the Denver Nuggets not last night, but the night before. And actually, gave Jokic a run for his money. Granted, if Jamal Murray and who's the other one? Reggie Jackson don't have good games. Like, they probably don't win because Jokic played very fucking lazy, okay? And somehow still almost managed to triple-double. But the thing is, they're signing Bismack Biyombo, which, yeah, that helps a little bit. But it's just the idea, the guys that they have on their team in their second unit to try and help this team win games, Xavier Tillman, I think Zaire Williams, Jake LaRavia. I mean, I watched the Washington Wizards last night fucking beat the brakes off them in from the second to third quarter. I was shocked they even came back into the game. Corey Kispert was lighting it up on them. They suck at defending the three. They are really, really bad at defending the three. It seemed like last night against the Wizards, the Wizards were just getting whatever they wanted behind the three-point line. And the Wizards were smart enough to just collapse on defense when the Grizzlies tried to go to the basket to get a layup or anything. And, honestly, Jaren Jackson Jr. has been a little disappointing. I am going to say that because, oftentimes when Jaren Jackson Jr. does post moves, it kind of looks like he's just chucking the ball at the basket. It doesn't even seem like he's trying to make shots. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a good player, but, I don't know, maybe I just had expectations of them, guys like Desmond Bane, guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. just stepping up because this was their opportunity to. And Desmond Bane's been all right, but, Jaren Jackson Jr. really has to play, on another level for this team to be successful. And I just feel like it's not happening. It's crazy because against the Nuggets, right, Jaren Jackson Jr. looked phenomenal. Blocking shots, contesting shots, and stuff like that. Against the Wizards, he wouldn't even jump off the fucking floor to play defense. So I don't know if that's just a matter of them playing a back-to-back, but when I watch the Grizzlies play, I don't have very much hope in that second unit. Honestly, I'm at a point where I kind of feel like I get that it's only 3 games in and there's room for improvement, but it's just the idea we're 3 games in and they're 0-3, and I'm like, this is a team that really could use somebody who is capable of creating their own offense off the dribble, or just somebody, because like it seems like nobody on that team is capable of it outside of Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have anybody that can put the ball on the floor, crossover, get open, and shoot a 3. A mid-range shooter would be nice for them. A guy like Karis LeVert, Kawhi Leonard would be nice, but they're probably not going to... They have no shot, really, at getting Kawhi Leonard. But, like, this is a team that a guy like Karis LeVert would be really nice for them, or even a guy like DeMar DeRozan, considering DeMar DeRozan's contract extension talks are going literally fucking nowhere with the Chicago Bulls, apparently. So... I just think to myself, like, if Memphis could trade for a guy that can at least, for the next 25 games, like, put the team on his back, so to speak, and, like, at least get them a couple wins, so it's not like, if they could finish, like, like 10-15 until Ja Morant comes back, or 9-16, like, It's very much possible that, like, their season is salvageable once Ja Morant comes back, but, excuse me, it's just pretty crazy how bad this team is without Ja Morant. And I get it, they're missing a lot of pieces. Like I said, they're also missing Steven Adams, Luke Kennard, and Brandon Clark, but... I look at this team and it's like, really, they only have, like, one really good three-point shooter in Desmond Bane. Jaren Jackson Jr. is capable, but he's not, like, a guy that I expect to shoot 40% from 3. Like, I wholeheartedly believe the Grizzlies can make some moves to make this team better in that 25-game span, whether it's get another three-point shooter or get you a guy who can create a shot. Like, I feel like there's people out there for them. Even a guy like Norman Powell wouldn't be the end of the world for them if they could pick him up. But it's really not looking very good for the Grizzlies, and even their defense is like their defense is actually not super horrible, but their turnovers are killing them. If Derrick Rose and Marcus Smart are not out there with the second unit, it's rough. It's really rough. They commit too many turnovers. They let guys do whatever they want behind the three-point line, it seems. It seems like they don't even really put an emphasis on defending the 3. Now, I don't know if that's an effort thing or if that's just bad coaching. I'm not sure what it is, because, like, there are certain games I watched the Grizzlies play over this 3-game span, and it's like they're locking up. Then they play the Wizards last night, and it looks like they have no interest. So, like I said, I don't know if that's a back-to-back thing or not, but, yeah. The Grizzlies need help, and... if they go 0-5, 0-7, 0-8, they're gonna start getting desperate. I'm just gonna let you guys know, like, they're gonna start getting desperate. There is not a big timetable here for the Grizzlies to fuck up. Like, yeah, you can go 0-5, but once you start getting to 0-7, 0-8, like, even you could even go 0-6, but once you get 0-7, 0-8, and like this is a team that's very possible with. I just think to myself, like, the Grizzlies might legitimately be the worst team in basketball at the current point in time because they have so many guys that are injured and Ja Morant is suspended. So, that's kind of unfortunate to say because I thought the Memphis Grizzlies might be all right, but, not having Steven Adams is really, like, it's showing because, like, teams are getting whatever they want around the basket, too, it seems, against the Grizzlies. Like, Jaren Jackson Jr. does help a lot, like, but, when Jaren Jackson Jr. seems like he's giving very minimal effort, that doesn't help much. So, I don't know, man. It's not looking good for Memphis, and I have a feeling once if they go 0-7, 0-8, which is very likely, there's a high possibility, I think, too, of them doing that. Like, what are their next, 5 games? So, if we go to Basketball Reference and go to, Memphis, who's the only 0-3 team in the league right now. Their next 3 games are against Dallas, Utah, and then they play Portland twice. Which actually apparently the in-season tournament starts on November 3rd in some way, shape, or form. Honestly, they're probably going to lose to Dallas. They're probably going to lose to Utah. And even Portland has enough to beat them. I actually think, like, holy fuck, they could go their schedule is tough, man. They got Dallas, Utah, Portland, Miami, Utah, the Clippers, the Lakers, and then the Spurs. So the next game that I think they have any chance at winning is on November 18th against the San Antonio Spurs. But, like, I mean, I don't even think they're going to beat Portland. Like, it's pretty bad. So, yeah, like, we're looking at a team here that could potentially go 0-10 to start the season. And if that happens, I'm sorry, like, I don't think there's anything Ja Morant can do to fix that. You know, you're getting, like, pretty much anywhere from 10 to 12 automatic losses to start the season up until you play San Antonio. And being that Ja Morant is suspended for 25 games, seems like the Memphis Grizzlies will be going home early this year. And, I mean, like I said, it's just, I don't even know who they could go after. I really don't. Like, I don't know who's a guy they could go after that would, like, really, really help them. Because they either need a guy that can create his own shot, or, you know, they need more three-point shooters, like guys who are actually good at shooting three-pointers, not just Jaren Jackson and Zaire Williams. It's not good. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. Like, helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.